What is going on, everybody? Psycho Mountain here, bringing you guys a brand spanking new series. What you guys are watching is a new series that I'm going to call Player's Perspective. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch a video. We're going to watch a game of mine. And it's a game that I'm going to reflect on. We're going to watch this game together, and I'm going to reflect and try to tell you guys why I was doing what I was doing and try to explain some of my plays. I don't know if you guys noticed, but over there to the south, we see some people. So what we're going to do, we're going to go grab some crystals, and we're going to push these guys. Now, I immediately make the mistake of underestimating them. I'm thinking to myself, okay, these are a couple of bad players. We're just gonna push them, and we're gonna get a couple of easy kills. It ends up not being the case, which is why you should never underestimate your opponents. Always give them the benefit of the doubt. I didn't. I was being arrogant and cocky. I wasn't warmed up, so I don't know why I was doing that. I was just being stupid, I guess. So we grab crystals and we're pushing these guys, and I have a burst. I don't know if you guys know this, but I am terrible with the burst, so you guys will notice I'm trying to wait for my reticle to completely set. And he ends up hitting me with a sniper. Takes me down to 95, so I immediately start pushing him. He ends up, shooting my wall. That's what plebs do. They shoot your walls. But he ends up taking me down to 25 health, so I immediately start building up. And I immediately start building up. I decide, okay, I got to heal. Hopefully my cousin's good by himself for now. My cousin just called out that they were both underneath me. I didn't think they were going to be where they were. I immediately made the mistake again of dropping down on top of him. That was my own fault. I should have assessed the situation a little better. I ended up falling, taking more unnecessary damage. Now I got to go box myself in again and heal up real quick. I'm double checking, make sure they're not following me. I just blocked my cousin out.
You're fine.
Yeah, he says you're fine. I make sure they weren't following me. I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a quick one pump on one of them. Wasn't the case. I end up having to waste another med kit because of my own stupidity. Once again, I shouldn't have dropped down like that, but live and learn. That's why we're doing this series. We're going to try to reflect on our past experiences. Now, what I'm doing is I'm building up. I start building a ramp above me. That way, if they're above me, they can't shoot me right away. They have to shoot my ramp first.
Okay.
And I blocked my cousin again, and then I thought that was him building up, but it wasn't. It was this guy. He ends up missing his shot on me. I end up knocking him. I immediately try to block him in because I need his materials. I'm already running low, so I finish him off. I usually don't like to do this unless someone either pisses me off or I just genuinely need their materials. I should have grabbed the bandages, but I didn't. Didn't realize they were there. Ended up blocking his teammate. He ended up falling to his death. I don't know if you guys noticed. Didn't stick the landing. He ended up falling to his death, so I'm going to go down here and loot him. I noticed my cousin's low on health. So I'm going to try to grab these bandages for him. I'm going to do a quick little loot since I'm already here. Do a quick loot. Grab these bandages, and I'm gonna go and try to assist my cousin. Now, he's over there. He's fighting. There's two other people that rolled up on us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and try to find out where they're at. We're going to see if we can't find them. I hear them above me, and I decide, you know what, I'm going to box myself in and try to figure out where these guys are at. End up boxing myself in. Box myself in again, dropping down, and I'm going to go and give my cousin these bandages because he is at 1 health right now. Now, I only have 3 bandages, unfortunately, so we're going to have to make do with what we got. I don't have very many materials. So I'm sitting here. I'm cycling through my weapons, making sure they're all reloaded. And we're waiting for my cousin to heal up, then we're going to push out. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the materials to get into a build battle with these guys. I know they're above me, but I don't have the materials to get into a build battle. So I immediately, after I run out, I'm going to try to take out their base with my grenades. And usually I don't like to do that. I just like to get into build battles. But unfortunately, this wasn't the case. Now, I noticed the dude dropping down, immediately throw up a couple walls. I peeked him way too long. He ended up getting a shotgun shot on me. I hit him twice in the head right there. I only did 19 damage with the second shot. That's phenomenal, right? I felt like that was a pretty solid hit. It should have done more than that. He jumps through my ramp, or through my platform. Ended up hitting him one more time, I think for like 50 or something like that. At this point, I think all of his shield is gone. Not sure, though. I run out of materials. That guy thirsts my teammate, so I hit him one time, turn, hit his teammate. Boom, knocked his teammate, and I'm looking for the other guy. Fortunately, I don't find him, but I end up thirsting his teammate because he pissed me off because he thirsted my teammate. So, it's just a quick little revenge. That way, if I did die, my cousin wasn't in vain. His death wasn't in vain, you know what I'm saying? So I killed this guy, pick up all of his loot real quick, and I noticed that I had picked up a cozy campfire. I didn't want to use it yet, so I wanted to loot this guy before I used it. Unfortunately for me, it paid off because I ended up getting a med kit. So quickly, I want to box myself in. Always make sure you protect yourself. 4 walls and a roof, and sometimes you need a platform, but 4 walls and a roof minimum. Box yourself in, protect yourself before you start healing. Don't heal in the open, unless you don't have any materials, obviously. But I cycle through all my weapons, make sure they're all reloaded before I decide to edit myself out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick up these bandages, pick up that impulse nade. I'm going to do one last once-over of all the loot, make sure there was nothing that I had missed. And I ended up missing something. I missed it twice, literally. You guys will see. I missed a green tack. Should have picked it up over the gray tack. Didn't realize. Well, it was just a classic case of me not paying attention. Good job, Mountain, you idiot. But yeah, so I'm right now at this point. I'm like, okay, I'm not looking bad on materials, but I always want to have as many materials as possible when it comes to playing duos and squads. I mean, even in solos, because you get into some crazy build battles sometimes. So I like to try to keep as many materials as possible, just in case I need to try to outbuild somebody. And sometimes it can get hectic, you know what I mean?
I didn't expect that. Like when we were putting those people, I did not expect all that. You know?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run around, try to scope out the area. I noticed that there's a base over there to the north, and I'm thinking, okay, there might be someone in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push over, and then I'm gonna go grab a crystal, and I'm gonna push over. Now I end up noticing that there was people over there, and that's why I continued my push. And at this point, I just wanted to play aggressive. I was still getting warmed up, and I just wanted to play as aggressive as possible to try to get warmed up. So I seen a guy up there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go try to kill these guys, or at least one of them. I didn't know if there was 2 or not. There ended up being 2. This was actually a pretty funny fight, and I actually made a mistake right here again. This was kind of silly of me. You guys will see I used an impulse nade, and the man could have easily killed me if he really wanted to. He could have shot me. He ended up pulling out a sniper for some reason. I ended up building up and messed up my building, and ended up having to build up some more. And what I did right here was boom, placed the ramp over top of his head, blocked him in, and he protected himself right there. So that was actually a good move on his part. I noticed his teammate down there. Look at this little cute guy. This guy is so cute. Oh my god, what is he shooting at? It just took so many shots to kill him, man. That was wild. But at this point, I don't know where this guy's teammate is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down onto my little ramp that I had placed over that guy. And I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to thirst this guy because I don't want to give him a chance to be revived at all. I hear his teammate down there shooting my base. So I'm like, okay, let me drop down. Do a little quick once over of this guy. Loot him real quick. And listen for this guy again. He's going to start shooting one more time. And then I boom, wait for him, jump out, hit him with the blue pump, knock him out, or kill him, finish him. Grab a chug jug, and we're gonna get to full health and full shield. What I did, the reason, right there. I don't know if you guys noticed, I started to use the chug, and then my feet were exposed, so that's why I jumped up, placed the platform, and then carried on. What the hell? There we go. So we're using this chug jug, and then we're going to decide, you know what, we need to go finish looting this guy. I seen he had minis. I'm going to go pick those up, and he also had a green tack. I'm going to go pick that up. As always, like I said, guys, I always make sure that all my weapons are reloaded before I expose myself, because you never know. You just never know. So I see that the guy had a green tack. I seen he had minis, and I decided that's what I needed. At 10 minis, baby. Let's get it. So I noticed some people building immediately, and at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in my shot. You know, I'm thinking, okay, I'm playing pretty decent, so I'm going to grab me a crystal, and I'm going to push these guys. Now, this is just trying to be as aggressive as possible for the most part. I end up playing a little more passive here towards the end, but then I become aggressive again. You guys will see. But I noticed these guys. I seen them. I decided to start building and jumping around like a psychopath. Decide to jump up. Boom. John Wick. Get out of my face, John Wick. What are you thinking? End up hitting that guy. He ended up hitting me a couple times. That's the bad thing about them crystals is sometimes they get crazy, man. Sometimes you get crazy jumps. Like, it is crazy trying to use them sometimes. But anyways, I'm looting this guy. I'm going to box myself in and start healing. And this is not where I fucked up, but this almost cost me the game. See, unable to edit building. See, it says that, unable to edit building. Wouldn't let me edit my freaking building, dude. I almost died because of that. That was wild. So I boxed myself in, and I start popping some minis. Now, I should have thrown another wall up to my south and to my east, but I didn't. Just to keep people from being able to see me from back there, because I knew that guy was over to the west somewhere. Oh, I can't believe it wouldn't let me edit there. That was wild. So I end up seeing this guy. He pokes out of this little carrier over there. And this is where I fucked up. I peeked him way too hard. He ended up getting a sniper shot into me. Thank God he didn't one-shot me, but he ended up getting a sniper shot, which is more than enough to fucking piss me off. But yeah, so we're playing very passive at this point. I'm coming to the realization, like, there's a good chance I can win this match, and I just want to play passive. I ended up throwing an impulse nade at him, thinking, okay, maybe I'll get lucky and smack him into the gas. He'll die, but, you know, that didn't happen, obviously. So, like I said, I'm playing very passive. I don't want to die. I came to the realization I still have my my cozy campfire. Those of you who don't know, you can actually place a ramp over top of a cozy campfire, and it will still heal you. So that's what I did. That way I could still peek this guy and heal up, and I wasn't exposed at all. So at this point, we're just thinking, what are we gonna do? How do we wanna pursue this guy? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start shooting his wall. I still don't know where the other two people are at, but we're gonna start shooting this wall, and we're jumping. That way, we don't get sniped or hit or whatever. Now we could still get sniped and shot or whatever, but I was jumping, so one second, hold on. I was jumping so I didn't get sniped or shot at. I still could have, but I didn't want it to happen. So that being said, I was jumping up and down, trying to make myself as difficult to hit as possible. So this guy decides he's going to push out. I have the high ground. I decide, you know what, I'm pushing out with him, and we're going to try to take him out. You guys will see what happens. I end up taking him out. Boom, Cuddle team leader, dead. Get out of my face. And that's when these two immediately started shooting at me. Now, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, okay, they knew where I was at this entire time. So that tells me that they're probably some players that aren't very confident in their abilities. They're not very good players, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, I'm just going to push these guys and try to end them real quick. And they end up messing up themselves. They end up separating a little bit, and you know, that's not good for them. But you guys will see what happens. I end up pushing up. I notice that they're separating at this point. I see that guy's building up to the mountain, and as soon as I see that wall throw up, I start shooting immediately. And I felt like you know, one of those other nades could have finished him, but it is what it is. So I shoot one nade at this guy. I knew it was placed in a good spot. Boom, hit him a few times. That way my grenade launcher nade would finish him. I immediately start pushing this guy because I know that now hold on, let's back up just a split second. Let's back up right quick. You guys see I'm placing ramps in the walls. I end up messing up, but the reason I do that is so it's harder for them to shoot down my platform that I'm on. I end up placing a ramp in front of him. He ends up almost killing himself, and then I end up finishing him off with one very mediocre shotgun shot. Only did 32 damage. Oh, that was a mouthful. I'm not gonna lie, that was very difficult to talk through that entire time. But I end up playing very aggressive that entire time, and the reason I was playing aggressive there at the end is sometimes, like when I get to end game, I'll try to play a little more passive. But I was confident enough in myself, and I was confident enough in my abilities that I would be able to outplay these guys. They fucked up, they separated, and it was easy pickings after that. I had already gotten a shot into the one guy, and the reason I was willing to peek, if you guys look back here, let's see. Back here, the reason I peeked this guy right here so long is because I knew his teammate was probably healing. Now, I should have put a wall right there, but I knew that dude's teammate was probably healing because I had hit him pretty good with a grenade launcher nade. And at that point, I'm thinking to myself, all right, now you guys might think that was just a solid play on my part, but that was a complete accident. I did not mean to put that wall right there, or that ramp right there in front of him. So, but yeah, I was peeking that guy because I knew that dude up there was probably healing. It was a risky move, but it ended up paying off. So yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you guys do enjoy this series. If you do, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna try to get better at them. I know I might have been a little erratic, a little all over the place at times, but we end up pulling it off. End up getting a nice little 10 kill clutch. I ended up clutching it up, winning the game for my cousin and I. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Nonetheless, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I apologize for this being such a long video, but it is what it is. If you guys do enjoy, like I said, like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here. Peace.